had the weirdest roommate when I lived in Chicago. It was my first apartment right after I graduated college, so my funds were low. But luckily, I saw an ad on Facebook for a two-room apartment for only $200 a month. I thought I'd hit the jackpot until I met my roommate, a guy I'll call Zed. From day one, Zed made it abundantly clear that his apartment wasn't your typical pad. He had a strange set of rules that made my head spin. For starters, no TVs were allowed anywhere in the house. I initially assumed he was into a minimalist lifestyle or perhaps trying to create a Zen environment. But it wasn't just the lack of screens that got me. Every night at exactly 10 p.m., Zed would disconnect the Wi-Fi. I work long hours and sometimes burn the midnight oil, and having my internet abruptly vanish made it nearly impossible to unwind or even finish a late-night email. I attempted to strike up discussions about his bizarre habits, but he'd just shrug and mutter about finding balance and avoiding distractions. I endured these eccentricities for 6 long months, focusing on work and trying to overlook the increasingly peculiar atmosphere in our cramped apartment. However, the final straw came one evening when Zed began inviting complete strangers over for what he described as spiritual gatherings. I soon discovered that these meetings always involved an old Ouija board laid out on our living room table, surrounded by flickering candles and hushed voices. When I confronted him, he just grinned and said, "It's just a bit of fun, man." That was the breaking point. The next morning, while I was packing my things, Zed corners me in the hallway and tells me not to drink his bowls of water in the fridge. He insisted it looks like water but isn't. I didn't even care to respond. I just grabbed my things and made my way to my sister's house, where I would stay until I got my pockets right for my own place.